What is going on, guys? Merijn here, and good morning. I just woke up and today I decided to do a full day of eating during my mini cut, because I'm doing a mini cut of 3 weeks where I'm trying to lose some body fat and tighten up, and I got a lot of questions about what my diet looks like during these weeks to drop fat as fast as possible. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys, an example day in my life and what I eat. And just like old times, I'm vlogging myself. No fancy edits today. See, I just did my hair. I got dressed in my workout fit, because that's what happens when you work from home. You basically run around in your gym clothes, and I'm also gonna hit the gym in a few hours from now, right? But since I just woke up, I am faster right now. So I will show you guys what kind of like usually during my bulk, my meals would look like throughout the day. And then right now that I'm fasting, my meals would look like this. So it's 2 o'clock right now. This is usually when I eat my first meal, and this meal is also usually the same. 100 grams of oats, 300 milliliters of unsweetened almond milk. Then we put this in a microwave for about 2 minutes. And there we go. Now we're gonna add 25 grams of salted caramel whey for my protein. That's about 1 scoop. And what's very important is that you put the oats in the microwave first before you add the protein powder, because this will get super hard. So what you could do is add it now, and if you don't like the consistency because it's too watery, then put it in the microwave for another like 10 to 20 seconds. But don't do it for 2 minutes with the protein powder, because it will harden up. The texture that it's gonna be also greatly depends on the brand of protein powder you use and which certain type of protein powder. This is the base. Now it's time for some toppings. Vanilla cashew butter. You can also decide to go for a regular peanut butter or whatever you have at home. And I will add 15 grams of this. The best way to weigh this out is not to put it in there, but to do the opposite. Actually put this on here, put it on 0, and then finish at -15. And of course you don't want to miss out on any macros, so you lick the spoon. So now we're gonna add some fruit. What I like to do is have frozen fruits. Now since they're frozen, we're just gonna heat them up in the microwave. 75 grams. So here we go. They're still slightly frozen, but once you mix them in here with the hot oats, they will actually defrost themselves. Look at this amazing bowl of goodness. We got the oats, we get the carbs, we get some fruit in there, cashew butter for some healthy fats. Overall, just very balanced meal. Now I know I've showed this meal like 1,000 times on my channel, but it just never gets old, and you can play around with the toppings, etc. to keep it interesting. So the macros of the first meal will be as follows. So we're gonna break the fast with this meal, then let it digest for about 1.5 hours, and then we're gonna hit the gym. It is 2 hours later now, so I'm gonna have 1 more apple before the workout and this pre-workout on the way to the gym.
Move out of my way, move out of my head. Can't keep up this game. I try to keep cool, I know you're untrue. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head.
Right guys, great workout there. Always remember that if you are trying to lose fat, it is very important to do some sort of weightlifting next to only cardio, right? And that is something that a lot of beginner people think, that trying to lose fat and get lean, that they want to do as much cardio as possible. That's not what you want to do. Cardio is a tool to burn fat, but the most important thing, the first thing, is always lifting weights, because you want to maintain your muscle mass while cutting down. So that's very important. Make sure to keep lifting heavy in the gym, because if your lifts go down, that also means you are losing muscle mass, right? So make sure to keep them up, keep lifting heavy, and keep hitting the gym. And then afterwards, I always like to do cardio. So also not before the workout, but after the workout, because you want to have as much energy as possible to maintain your gains. So I like to do a combination of high intensity interval training and regular moderate cardio. So right now I'm doing incline walking. The reason being is that you don't want to do high intensity interval training too many times a week, because it is taxing on the central nervous system. So if you lift a lot of weights, you will want to make sure that you don't overdo it on high intensity interval training as far as the cardio goes. Instead, you also want to do some regular cardio, depending on how much you're eating as well. But I prefer to eat a little bit more food, do some extra cardio, because it's also good for conditioning, obviously, and for health reasons. So right now I'm doing 3 times a week low intensity cardio, and then high intensity interval training twice a week. Bye guys. 20 minutes done. Got my sweat on. Time to eat food. And how nice is it when you don't have to cook your own meal?
Hey, hallo dan.
Alright, so this is the second full day of eating now in a row that I'm eating at my parents. So it probably looks like we're eating here every day so that we don't have to cook ourselves. What are we cooking today, Dad?
Today we are having beef. Next to that we
This
have
smells very nice.
Rosemary.
oven dish, potatoes, aubergine, rainbow carrots. So they are different colors. That tastes very good.
Nice, and guys, look at the time.
Oops.
It is a little bit late. Like this is the only second meal of the day. Didn't have many calories yet, so we're gonna have to catch up. So usually I would have the second meal a little bit earlier, but today, you know, life happens. I keep it always real in these vlogs to show you guys what's up. So today it's a little later than usual, but it's fine.
So let's have some gains.
So here we got the second meal. I'm just having one big plate, and as far as the macros go, I'll estimate them. They're pretty easy to estimate because my parents kept it very simple today as far as the sauces and stuff went, right?
Yeah.
Because they knew I was doing a mini cut. I got the most amazing parents ever. So these will be the estimated macros and calories. Smakelijk eten.
Ja, smakelijk.
Smakelijk.
So as far as the macros, you might think they're a bit high for only that one plate, but I had some extra potatoes afterwards, and because I realized that it's so late already, you know. And now we're on the way home, and I just found this snack in the car, so I could not resist the temptation. This is so nice. It's been my favorite snack for the last couple of weeks. Like, it's 125 calories. Very salty though, but good. All right, guys, meal number 3. Gonna make something from my recipe book, and this is the shrimp curry. It is very, very delicious. I am gonna alter it a little bit. I'm gonna cheat a little bit on the recipe, right? Because I have pre-cooked shrimps here. So it's gonna be super fast. You literally throw them in there. You don't have to cook them anymore. And also pre-cooked rice. So there are a few things you're gonna need for this recipe. For the proteins, we're doing shrimp. In the recipe we do 200 grams of shrimps, but we do 300 grams because we wanna get a little bit more protein in today. Next to that, coconut milk. This is 400 milliliters, and this is a light coconut milk. All right, pretty important because that saves a lot of calories. And then we have a curry paste. We're gonna take 70 grams of this. It's not that many calories either. Makes for a really nice taste. And then we're also gonna add some sambal to that as well. And then as the veggies, we're gonna do spinach and tomatoes. And that is it. We're basically just gonna throw everything together, and then we're gonna eat that together with rice. All right, so once you have everything in there, we put it on a low heat, and then we let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then it's done. So it's 10:30 by now. This is the almost last meal. We're gonna have some dessert afterwards, but make sure to try this meal out at home. It is super, super delicious, and you can also play around with this recipe. Use some different ingredients. It's all up to you, and whatever you like. So make sure to tag me as well if you do that with the My Shredded Lifestyle Instagram tag, and then we will repost you there as well if you try out the recipe. So we really enjoy seeing that. And it's a little bit spicy as well. And spicy food is something I highly recommend if you're trying to cut body fat, because in some way it just really, really helps with hunger, right? So it really suppresses your hunger. So freaking good. You guys have to try this out at home. If you want it to be even more spicy, simply use more sambal to your liking as well. So just like the other meals, I'll put the macros on the screen right now so you can see exactly how much this is. I use my fitness pal to track my food intake. So for the last meal, it is usually puzzling a little bit with the macros that I have left. So for dessert, I wanted to have low-fat yogurt, but if I eat that whole tub, it is gonna be too much protein. So instead, I will have, like, I have no choice, okay guys? I do not want this, but I have to eat a little bit of ice cream next to the low-fat yogurt in order to hit my macros. What a great life. So I'm gonna do a combination of both because I need a certain amount of protein and a certain amount of fats and carbs. And with the low-fat yogurt only, I'm not gonna get there. So I need to superset between the yogurt and the ice cream. And here you can see the combo. So I have this and the quark. Perfect. So this is the dessert, and this will complete the meals of the day. So again, I'll put the macros of this particular meal on the screen. And that is it. Let's enjoy. So that includes this full day of eating. I'll put the total macros of the day on the screen. And those are the macros in my last week of this mini cut, which is week 3. Now next week we will go to Dubai, and then I will start my bulk again, right? But I cannot wait for the final shred in summer. That's gonna be a long cutting phase, and I'm gonna get super lean. But for now, this mini cut was to drop a little bit of fat, tighten up, and I think that really worked out. And you guys will see that in Dubai as well, how I look there. Those vlogs are gonna be on another level, so I decided to do one last vlog here. You know, like a homemade video, me simply vlogging myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, let me know. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because, as I said, some epic stuff is about to drop. It's gonna be super, super sick. So stay tuned and I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Peace out.